Hey there, Ryan Reynolds here. It's a new year, and you know what that means. No, not the diet. Resolutions. A way for us all to try and do a little bit better than we did last year. And my resolution, unlike Big Wireless, is to not be a raging and raise the price of wireless on you every chance I get. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
$45 upfront payment required, equivalent to $15 per month. New customers on first 3-month plan only. Taxes and fees extra. Speed slower above 40 gigabytes on unlimited. See mintmobile.com for details.
In the summer of 1994, 4 teens entered an abandoned building in Gravesend, Brooklyn. It was the last time they would be seen alive. With few clues and no witnesses, the case went cold. But for Anthony Brewer, the brother of one of the victims, the search never stopped. In 2024, he acquired evidence from the police that contained DNA samples that didn't match the teens. That discovery put his life and the life of his family in grave danger. Goosebumps, The Vanishing. All episodes now available on Disney Plus and Hulu on disneyplus.disney.com. Rated TV 14 LB.
If you're the type of person that approaches your birthday with dread, sadness, despair, I want you to celebrate my birthday with me differently. Guys, what's going on? Welcome to the Bird Brain Podcast, where the goal is to rise above it all. Stay elevated. Excuse my voice. Create that infinity and up your you. I'm your host, Isaiah. And if you're listening to this on Monday, April 1st, well, you are listening to it on my birthday. And what a day, what a beautiful day. And not just because it's my birthday, but because it is an opportunity always for me to reflect on so many things in terms of life, where I am, what I've created for myself, and what I want to accomplish and envision for myself moving forward. I read somewhere and I also saw somewhere that birthdays for people are usually one of the saddest days or loneliest days. And they were saying how, there are people, and I don't know if you've ever experienced this, or if you've done this, but, someone will reach out to you out of nowhere to be like, hey, come celebrate my birthday, yada, yada, yada. And you really haven't heard from this person and God knows how long. And you're like, wait, what? And it's like, why would you want me to celebrate your birthday? We don't even talk. It's so weird. But the thing about birthdays is people usually feel the loneliest around their birthday, or they get the birthday blues, or they try to avoid their birthdays, or they downplay. Because as we get older, there are a lot of things in life, not life itself, but a lot of things in life that I think, can definitely wound our hearts a little bit, and take away from the actual meaning of what a birthday is. And I know for myself, the people in my life, their birthdays are a big deal for me. And I remember people's birthdays. I'm very big on that. And I just remember. And I always try to remember. You tell me your birthday is all right, cool, clock that. And I make it a point that you're acknowledged, right? You're acknowledged. You feel like somebody remembers because, listen, we always say tomorrow is not promised. That's a thing. So recognize that. How important it is, right? To have another year and another opportunity to do things different, but also to reflect on the fact that the you in all these previous years is still feeling the need to show up, which means that there is some significance to your essence, your existence, right? And the effort that you make. And this is for the people who think that they are insignificant, right? They think that they don't matter. They think all these things about themselves. And it's not true, right? It's not true. You know, I think every year for me, my birthday is not just a lesson, but a true reminder of just like, hey, bro, you're doing what you said you were going to do. And hey, you have impact. And how cool is that? It was great. I did an escape room with some very close friends of mine. They're my siblings. Shout out to Eric. She has a birthday coming up April 3rd. But we did this escape room. And if you've never done an escape room, or if you have, you know that there are certain things that are big, big must-dos. For one, having a group that knows how to communicate. Okay, having a group that knows how to communicate. Two, having a group that knows how to deal with stress, right? Dealing with things under pressure. And three, just having a group of very wise people. And being that I'd never done an escape room before, I was like, okay, who would I want to be stuck in a room with, right? Who would I want to be stuck in a room with? And these were the people. And in my head, in my heart, I knew why. These are the people I would want to be stuck in a room with. The reason why is because who they are as individuals. As a group, it's a wrap. As individuals, they're just dope. And individually, they're all very wise and intelligent. And y'all, we made it out that damn room. It was such a cool, interesting, reflective experience. A lot of laughs, a lot of things I've never done before that I had to do for the first time. And just really an all-around experience and just a sense of knowing, but a sense of enjoyment, okay? And these were people I wanted to spend my time with. Because I trusted them, right? I trusted them in an escape room. I trusted them to be people that value me, right? You know, think about the people you'd want to be in a room, stuck in a room with. And why? And if you are the type of person that dreads your birthday, I want you to think about why. And I want you to think about if that's fair. Why would you dismiss you? And let me ask you something. If you do dismiss yourself, what are you seeking from others to do? What do you hope for other people to do? What do you think they're going to do? And what's the history of your birthday that now at this point you think it should not matter? Who or what has made you feel like you were not allowed to matter and you were not allowed to take up space on the day that you were born? And there are some people, truthfully, there are some people who make their birthday a national holiday and they have demands of others. And, you know, there's this expectation that you have to go all out for me. You have to do those things. And then, you know, those days become a bit of an obligation, right? And it's like some people are very unkind on their birthdays. And that's a whole different ballgame. But I'm talking about the individuals who you give a ton and you ask for very little because you think that you don't deserve it, or you think that you're not going to get it, or you've been disappointed before. How can you change that now? How many times have you maybe asked for what you needed and allowed yourself to feel uncomfortable about it?
Your neighborhood just got cooler with Kroger Delivery's refrigerated trucks. Simply order groceries at the same great prices online as in-store, and we'll bring them to you, fresh every time. And if that wasn't cool enough, you can now earn 4 times the fuel points after 4 with your digital coupon. Choose a next-day Kroger delivery time slot for 4 p.m. or later on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Must deliver by February 4th. Restrictions apply. See Kroger.com for details.
Who do you have around you that's celebrating you? Or not? I think it's, birthdays again are really an opportunity to reflect on what exactly it means to you and why. And what is the meaning derived from? What is it all derived from? Statistically, people usually feel the loneliest on their birthdays. That's sad. Even when I think about it, birthdays in the past have been very interesting. Energetically very, very, very interesting. And as I've gotten older, the things that have changed for me have just been understanding, like, hey, be in the company of people who not only celebrate you, but consider you. And always without a given, for me, it's reciprocal energy, right? It's like, my people are my people, right? Their birthdays mean that they are still here. And we still have more life to do together. How amazing is that? Right? There's so much I could say on birthdays, man, but I think over time I just learned to understand what they mean and give it meaning. Okay? Give it my own meaning, give it my own significance, and give it my own value and appreciation. Because a birthday is just not another day, y'all. It really is not. Be willing to smell flowers, okay? Be willing to receive flowers while you're still here. Not when you can no longer smell them. Understand the importance behind that day for you. And again, ground yourself in it versus anything else. Because sometimes these big extravagant celebrations are meant to distract people from their sadness and what it actually is and how they actually feel. But if you are kind of in a interesting space about your day or previously had that, why? Why do you feel that you don't deserve to just be celebrated or cared about or thought about? It won't always be like that if you don't allow it to be that way. I take into this new year truly, acceptance of a lot of things, clarity of a lot of things, value of a lot of things, and appreciation, honestly. Truly appreciation. There's so much that I have to be grateful and thankful for. And, I include myself in that. I really do. And I stand on it. I really do stand on it. And, another year I get to share with you guys in terms of this podcast and what this all means. It's just cool. It really is cool. You get to build the life that you want. That was a book that I read, and that the title speaks to it. It's like, you get to build the life that you want. And it doesn't have to look perfect. But man, create some peace in your life. Really create some peace in your life. And I think, one of my goals moving forward is to create more peace. Create more peace in a lot of ways. And, in terms of what I respond to, what I am open to, what I allow, what I distance myself from. It all matters. It all matters. And Isaiah deserves to be at peace because homeboy has worked his ass off to get me here. And, he's worth being celebrated. So that's all I got, guys. This is just a little birthday reflection. And if you're out there, you're celebrating a birthday soon. There are a few of you guys, I think, celebrating birthday soon. I know some followers out there are Aries. So happy birthday to y'all. Yeah, I know a few of you guys out there. Yeah. Yeah, if Shay's listening, I know her birthday's coming up. Who else? There are a couple of followers from my TikTok days that are Aries. And if you guys are listening, happy birthday. I know it's creeping. So make sure you celebrate yourself. Make sure you value yourself. Make sure you take care of yourself. And anyone who's had a birthday recently or have a birthday coming up, if your birthdays are a hard day for you, what is one way, big or small, that you can reframe that birthday where it's not a masking of what you actually feel, right? You're inviting people you don't know to celebrate your birthday just so you're not alone. And instead creating a healthier feeling. Because if you don't have friends around you that you can't ask or who are not willing to show up and celebrate you, you gotta find some new homies. Okay. That's all I got for you guys, alright? Thanks for sharing my birthday with me. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Eat some cake. And take flight.